Since 2012, I started a company called Finnesse Partners, and we've become the premier medical device and medical technology recruiting firm, not only in Minnesota, but most definitely in Upper Midwest, and one of the top companies in the nation. I lead a very, very active lifestyle, and I live a very demanding work life, and I have not let lymphedema get in the way of anything that I do. And there's nothing that I did before I have lymphedema that I don't do now that I have lymphedema. It does not at all, I do not let it get in the way of my life. So when I found out, I was sitting at home on my bed in my bedroom with my mom and my sister who had just flown in, and waiting for the doctor to call, and we hadn't heard. They told us we would hear by 5. I remember calling the radiologist, interventional radiologist, and she said, no, they said they're still looking at some things. I was like, that's not a good sign. And then about 20 minutes later, I got a call, and they said, we didn't think it was breast cancer, but it's breast cancer. I knew my chances of lymphedema were 40%. I was 100% sure I was not going to be that 40%. Just as sure as I was that I knew one day I would get breast cancer, I was that sure that I wasn't going to have lymphedema. I was fine for almost 3 years after I had breast cancer. I did not have lymphedema until one day I remember being at my desk at work, and I remember putting my elbow down on my desk just like this, and I felt something really squishy right underneath my elbow, and I thought, gosh, that's really weird. And I looked, and there was just a little pad of fluid that was like under my elbow. I didn't really think that much about it, and then just over time it just started to move from being a little pad to all of a sudden I actually felt like I had no elbow. It was all covered in, it just looked very swollen. And that's when I started to get serious about really taking care of myself. Even though I was pretty serious about it before, at that point when I knew I had lymphedema, of course your heart sinks and you know you're going to have it forever. But I was still determined to keep it away from my life, and I wasn't going to let it affect the way I lived my life. I was trying to find something that fit in with my lifestyle and wouldn't be something that would be very visible to the outside world. Like I said, I'm in front of people all day, and I was still at the place where I wasn't yet comfortable with my situation, but also my arm was the worst it had ever been. So I needed something quick, and I needed it to still be a little bit private for me that I could do in my own home. And this was the only solution, and it was the best solution for me at the time. I found that Flexitouch is the one thing I do that does not get in the way of my life at all. Because if you wrap your arm, that is a big, ugly bandage that shows. If you wear a sleeve, even though they can be pretty and you can hide them, they're still with you all day long. If you have to leave the office to go have a lymphedema massage, that takes time out of your day. But going home at night, when you're going to sit down and read a book or watch TV anyway, and to wrap yourself in this garment doesn't get in the way of your life and actually helps your life calm down at the end of the day. It is a fantastic treatment, and for me, it's been the best part of my lymphedema disease. We all deal with customer service almost every day in our lives. I feel that the customer service I have received from Tactile Medical is unparalleled. The attention to any question or concern or issue or comment I have is always welcomed. They always return a call right away, or they answer the phone. They will come out to your house if you need a garment adjusting. They are always, always there for me, and I don't find that in the most case with most customer service departments. Their service is unparalleled. If you've been diagnosed with lymphedema, don't feel like a victim. Don't say, why me? Don't feel sorry for yourself. Just figure out what you need to do to get back to that place that makes you happy. You will get back to that place. There's many things you can do to make you feel better. You just have to be your own best advocate and search out what works the best for you.